Today, October 31st, 2020, Halloween, your host is not Jaku Jonesu. No. Today your host is you from Demon Slayer. Yes, this Halloween special, this last installment of my 4 spooky folklore stories I was going to tell on my channel, is not from Jaku Jonesu, but from Gyu Tomioka. This was actually a cosplay I was supposed to wear at Anime Boston this year, but for some unknown reason, all cons got canceled this year. I'm going to be doing this video a little different from the last 3. Unlike in those videos, I was just voicing over a black screen. This one, I'm just going to be talking at you guys, because for the last 40 minutes, I've been poking myself in the eye over and over again trying to get these f***ing color contacts in. So you're going to be enjoying me rather than a black screen this video. Today I'm going to be talking about a somewhat well-known urban legend in Japan called the tale of Hikiko San. Hikiko San was a young girl in Japan who lived in a very abusive household. Whenever her father would get upset, which was very often, he would take it out on her and beat her. And because of this, her face had a lot of physical deformities. And because a lot of these physical deformities, she received a lot of bullying in school. And unfortunately, these teachers would do nothing to stop this bullying, so every day was just a living nightmare for her. So there are 2 ways the story diverges from here. The short ending is that because of the torment she underwent, she ended up killing herself. That's terribly sad, but there's an actual longer and even sadder ending. The long ending, Hikiko-san doesn't kill herself. Though Hikiko-san is terribly bullied and the teachers do nothing to help her, one day on her way home from school, she finds a stray kitten in the middle of the road who lost its parents. Hikiko-san, feeling bad for the kitten, takes the kitten in and cares for it, nurtures it. She ends up really growing attached to this cat and they form a really strong bond. Like the bond we have, Chomsky. Isn't that right? Oh my god. And this cat really helped Hikiko-san. Her mood and quality of life drastically increased and she didn't feel so alone in this world anymore. The kids in Hikiko-san's class started to realize that she was not miserable every waking moment anymore and that she actually looked kinda happy. So one day, the most brutal and mean particular group of kids decided to follow Hikiko-san home after school to see what could possibly be making her this happy now. And when they follow her home, they see that on the way back, she stops to care for this kitten, and that she loves this kitten, and this kitten makes her happy. So in common bully fashion, after Hikiko-san leaves the cat, they take the cat. The next day, she receives a note on her door saying that if she wants to see the cat alive again, she has to meet these bullies at the school. So she complies, terrified that the only thing she loves in this world, the only thing keeping her alive, is about to be brutally taken away from her. When Hikiko arrives at the school, the bullies were in the parking lot with the cat. They had tied one end of a rope around the kitten's neck, and they tied the other end around the spoiler of one of the teacher's cars. These bullies never intended to let the cat live. They just wanted Hikiko to live the most terrible and miserable life possible. The bullies then hold down Hikiko as the teacher walks out of the building and into his car. The teacher didn't see that the kitten was tied to his car, and so he got in the car and started driving away. Luckily, Hikiko was able to shake off the bullies and dove to catch the cat. She dove over the kitten, wrapping it in her body, holding the rope, so the kitten would be safe from harm. The teacher, however, didn't know this and drove quite a few kilometers, dragging Hikiko behind him. When the teacher had finally realized what happened, he got out of the car and Hikiko was dead. Luckily, the kitten had survived because I hate stories where the animal dies. But the story doesn't end here, no. Whether it's the short ending or the long ending of the story, Hikiko comes back as a vengeful spirit. Hikiko-san is said to haunt the halls of schools. She's said to haunt mostly bullies, brutally tormenting them before she finally kills them. Some stories say she just kills any kids, even innocent ones. But it depends where you hear it. So one of the reasons I said at the beginning that this story is actually kind of well known is because it's actually the influence for a very, very popular J-horror movie. And that movie is The Ring. No, not the shitty Western remake, the 1998 classic Ringu. Some stories actually say that Hikiko-san's name in life was actually Sadako-san, and that's the same name of the ghost in Ringu. I actually watched Ringu the other day trying to get in the Halloween spirit, and I actually really love that movie. So if you haven't checked out Ringu yet, it's Halloween right now. Add that to your list tonight. It's something to do. Actually, it doesn't even have to be Halloween. It's a good horror movie regardless. I don't even like horror movies. Before I end this video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I know it's a small amount, but it still means a lot to me, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, I spent a long ass time trying to put these color contacts in this morning, so for my pain alone, smash that like and subscribe. This video ends my 4 creepy Japanese folklore stories for the Halloween season in 2020. Maybe I'll do something like this again next year, we'll see. Japanese horror stories are actually kind of really heavily covered on YouTube already. But who knows, I'll catch you in the next non-spooky video. Gokigenyo!